Okay guys, it's a little too cold to paint the Jag today. Got it in there. We started it last night, but it got kind of late. But once it warms up, it should be good. Right now it's in the 60s. I want it to be at least 75 before I start painting it. But I pulled out the little John Deere tractor. We're gonna go pull out the golf cart, and we are going to see what it's gonna take to put that rear end I just bought. I just bought a rear end. It's like a go-kart setup, but at least what he said. But we'll see. Here is the candidate for the rear end I bought. The reason why I chose this because I have the dump bed for it. So, and this is just a basic easy go. I'm thinking about trying to get the batteries for this one. This one I'm gonna convert to gas. I just want the dump bed. I think it'd be kind of cool. And it's like all aluminum. There's like no steel on this thing. And the Saints crawler, it's still sitting back there. Looks kind of sad. I haven't started up in a while. We'll get to it. I have this little project here. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with it. We're thinking we're just going to do a basic go-kart engine. Make it a little cruiser. We were thinking about making a full-on racer, but not going to do that. That's going to take a lot of money. Alright, so let's go ahead and tow this bad boy out. Move anything in its way. Alright, so it's in a headlight. Not a big deal. Okie dokie. Okay, we got it out to here. Now I'm going to set the camera up and finish towing this around there. Got a long way to maneuver all the way up to the front of the property. Let's do it. Okay guys, we are back to working on the cart. I had to take a little bit of a break and go empty the memory card out a little bit. I was already filled it up. Alright, so I went ahead and unbolted here and here, so now I just got to knock the bolts out. And I already took the just shocks on this thing. I already took the shocks off, unbolted the leaf springs, and we're almost ready to see how this is gonna fit. I didn't measure or anything yet, so I need to see what's going on. I'm just gonna sit underneath there, see what I'm gonna have to trim and cut. Hoping the engine's gonna clear a lot of stuff under here. Being that there's no back seat and nothing back here, I might have to cut this bracket right here out. Which, it's got a main part of the frame, that's just body. So I don't think that really matters. As long as I cut it right here, we're on this side of the welds. So the body's still being supported on the chassis. This has an all aluminum chassis. So I can't weld to it because I don't have this stuff right now. I do have a TIG welder, but I don't have any of the gas or the wire for it. And I've never welded aluminum. So that's why I'm putting a steel rear end in this thing so we can weld to it. I'm keeping these gas pedals because I love to stop and go. It's cool. We are going to do new brake system. We're going to be tapping into that brake. I don't know if this has hydraulics or if it's just wire. I haven't looked at that yet. It looks like it's a wire brake. Yeah. Drum brakes. It's old school. I kind of figure that it's an older golf cart. I don't even know what the year. But I'm gonna finish dropping this rear end and we'll get back to it.
Hitting it with impact.
Okay, we'll try it.
I think because it's not wanting to spin.
Let's try it. I think it's going in. Try it. Let me see that extender. Extension you have. Try helping it.
Try pushing it.
Why are the impacts running? This impact might be too much power.
I'll try the. There we go.
I think it's out. One side. Oh, yeah, that's not a pretty nut.
Ow.
A bolt, I mean. That thing is so corroded and pitted. Not reusing that.
Ready for the other side?
Yeah, let's try the other side. It is an awkward area to get into.
I mean, hit it once with a hammer while you.
No. It's wanting to move. You can feel it. Oh, it's spinning the whole freaking thing. That's why. All right.
Cut.
Record me smashing my finger.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
Try the impact.
Stop pushing it too.
Yes, it is. It's always the last one's always the most difficult because it's putting all the tension on that one. Yeah, rusty bolts. I'm fighting rusty aluminum corroded bolts too.
You guys go since I get you.
It's a little loud, we know.
Yeah, we can. We heard that, and we also heard the dryer.
Hoping it's not the dryer, right? If the dryer's making that kind of noise, something really wrong. Should be under warranty. One last thing. Yeah, boy. Smash my finger. It's through, but I'm so happy. It's okay. I'm happy enough. I'm not gonna cry. Alright, there it is. Look at that. Another corroded one. Oh, the rear end should come out now. Jack it up, see what it does.
Oh.
Extension. Hold it up. Then we'll have to disconnect the brakes.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, come down if you get those little.
We got brake lines we gotta get.
We're doing away with those, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just gonna hack them.
Okay. Ah. See you guys.
Okay, so we are back to working on the golf cart. what I'm trying to do right now is mock up the engine to make sure it's going to be accessible to work on, because, you know, it's a go-kart engine. Only issue I'm seeing right now is if I put it right here, we're not going to have much room to work on the torque converter. I've never actually had these torque converters fail on me. Usually it's just replacing belt. I can probably just replace the belt by taking this off and putting the belt on this way. So probably okay. But this is just a mock-up, so we're gonna see what we can do. The wheels look pretty even back here. I might take it back just a little bit more on this side. Over here looks pretty close. Definitely needs to come back a little bit. I can actually just lower the jack and it'll take it forward. Should. Alright, let's see what that looks like. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's much better. That's where we want it. Now we just gotta figure out a place to mount this to here. Shouldn't be too hard. We're just gonna build like a kind of a thing that will go on here, come down here so we can weld to the metal. So we needed to build a weld, but I can't weld aluminum. So over there. Oh, here's a little further over. I don't know why. I think the metal's just a little crooked, but we can work with that. Not a big deal. One thing we might try to do is just slide the whole axle. If you look at the frame that they built, it's crooked. That's great. Oh well, it's just gonna be a work cart, so maybe a little bit of off-roading. So we're probably gonna break it anyway. So we're gonna send it. All right, let's see what we can do about those mounts. Alrighty, got the cart lifted up pretty high up in the air. There's the old rear end. Here's the new one. I've been working on it. I moved the sprocket over a little bit. It was a little crooked. Offset, not crooked. But there we go. I welded some brackets here. It was actually the extra that was over here. I cut it and just put it on the side. This should slide right into the leaf spring mounts. And do the same thing over here. And then I have to figure out something with the shocks. I'd like to at least test drive it today. It won't have brakes, but test drive it and see how it rides. See if we have to play with the gear ratio. That's a pretty good size sprocket, so it should be pretty good with the torque converter. Should have a lot of speed and a lot of torque. We'll find out. Alright, so let's slam this under there. Let's do it. Pretty good tack. More welding racks.
Alright.
And the breaker pop.
Yep.
I go buy a bigger breaker for that.
Yeah, okay.
This is tired. But you are getting your steps in. Don't hit death! That's cool. We need to cut those wires, they're dangling. He's not going too crazy. Yeah, no brakes.
I know. I worry about it flipping on you.
We'll do the brakes probably next Monday.
Too light. Way too light.
We're going to put some weight on it.
Way too light.
Alright guys, that is the wrap on this build. The axle is in, everything's installed, it runs, it drives, just doesn't stop. The next video we'll be slamming some brakes in this thing and taking it for a good test drive. See what it can do on and off road, and see what we can do with this thing. We need to put the bed on it. I need to go buy some bolts and parts for that. But it is awesome. There's the shocks, everything looks great. Suspension works good. For a golf cart, that's not bad. And we'll probably work with it a little more, but that's it. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more content on the cart. See y'all next time.